Hey everybody, this is Albert Corey from Corner Associates Accounting and Small Business, where every day we come on and you can ask the questions to make sure you get the best tax return. You make sure that you can get all your questions answered on how to start a business. Today's topic is going to be the IRS does not want you to start a business. That's right, they don't want you to start a business. All right. Here is why the IRS, doesn't want you to start a business. Mister, how you doing, Miss Nicole? Mr. Nicole, how you doing? If anybody wants to come on and ask any questions, guys, and by the way, sharing is caring. If you want to come on, all right, and ask questions, you're always welcome. So, Mr. Nicholas, if you want to come on, Mr. Isaac, anybody wants to come on and ask me a question. Dude, it's better than me blabbing all day. So today's topic is, by the way, if anybody, Mr. Isaac, would you like to come on and ask a question? Joey Bonifano, I like that name. So does anybody want to come on and ask a question, guys? You're welcome. Well, today's topic, the IRS does not want you to open up a business. Really. Why they don't want you to open up a corporation or LLC is you can take all the deductions, whatever it takes to get started. That's right. You can take all your deductions, whether it's opening up the corporation, let me tell you some of the stuff that you conduct that you can deduct once you open up. And by the way, we have an awesome sheet. Let me get my sheet here. Here, let me show you my sheet here. These are everything you can deduct when you open up a corporation. Okay, this is everything you can deduct. Why this is important, you can deduct everything now? Because remember, going forward for the next 4 tax years, guys, you cannot, if you're an outside sales guy, you cannot deduct anything under the new tax laws because I give you a bigger tax deduction. Some of the deductions are obviously accounting, advertising, your car expense. If you're doing outside sales and you're running around to see clients, in the old days you can deduct your car. Now it can't be deducted. Accounting and bookkeeping, paying to get your tax return done, that can't be deducted anymore. Business property, obviously if you're renting something, your cell phone, education. Education is a pretty cool thing. Mr. Isaac, anybody want to come on? Mr. Isaac. He wants to come. So what's pretty cool is now education. Okay, education now is one of the things that another reason why you got to open up a corporation is that I pay for a lot of webinars. I paid yesterday. Hi Mario. I paid yesterday. And I'll be on the Smoking Podcast. I paid to go an event yesterday in Weston. Around the street for me, and on Saturday I'm gonna have some pretty cool interviews. We're gonna work on it. Hey Josh, I found my answer. I gotta come on now at 9 o'clock in the morning. That I paid to go to an event on Saturday. Jose, text me and I'll send you. It's a local event. If you're in the Southeast Florida, it's very powerful. Instant message Mike. I'll get Mike's last name in a minute. So you can go to the event. It's at Nova. And I paid for a VIP. That's another issue. But anyways, and I'll explain why I paid for VIP every time in about a couple of minutes. So now you can deduct me going there. Now under the new Trump system, you can't deduct that. So I paid to go to the event. The miles to go to the event yesterday, I drove about 20 miles up and 20 miles back from my office. So now, that all became deductible. The cigars I smoked there became deductible. The drinks I had there became deductible. Why? Because I have my own little company. Okay, the events. Let me go back to the events real quick. Events. Everything you do at the events. If you're going to go to the event, guys, you got to go. By the way, anybody wants to come on Everybody's always welcome to come on, guys. If you're there, sharing is caring. And by the way, if anybody who shares this today, I'll send you a copy of my little cheat sheet that we've been using for the last 30 years. We've been using this for 30 years. So anyways, and also, guys, please follow me go and like my page, the 1040W2 on Facebook, and Instagram, the Taxman, because I've already been booted out by 5 groups because they don't like sometimes that I go out and I talk about tax returns, and at the end I put, if you have any questions, call me. So some groups get offended about that. So please like my page, so then it doesn't matter. On my page I can say whatever I want. So anyways, getting back to what I was talking about is so I pay for VIP, which costed more deduction. But guess what? I'm going to make money, M-O-N-E-Y. How am I going to make money? Because at the VIP, okay, guys, when you pony up, you're getting people who care and lovable. Anybody who went to the Cardone event, I'll guarantee you, if you paid for the VIP or the Premier, all right, the people who sit the lowest in the stadiums, they like to make money. They like to make business. Some of those people who sit in those nosebleed seats, guess what, guys? They're not interested in trying to be successful. So pay up a little extra and pay up a little extra, and you get to meet better people and moving forward. Okay, some of the other deductions is your cell phone. Your cell phone becomes a deduction. I'm going to start in my new program called Perception, how to legally deduct your cell phone. One way to make sure your cell phone becomes deduction is you got to put a voicemail. Okay, if you put a voicemail on your phone, it's not like, "Hi, I reached Albert." My voicemail says, and by the way, there's even a cool way. Mr. Edmund Ricker, how you doing? If anybody wants to come on, you're welcome. So what I always have on my voicemail says, "Hi, you have reached Coin Associates. We're helping our clients get the best tax return or start the new business. Please leave your name and number so I can do the same thing for you. For faster service, please text me." What that does is you now officially have a business phone. So the IRS you can now take a percentage of the phone. All right? That's how you can deduct it. If you rent equipment, obviously, if you have an event, okay, and you rent chairs, anything you rent becomes deductible. Your home office, especially if you have work out of your house, all right? If you have a home office, since you work out of your house, electric, and I'll go over that in another podcast. Obviously, legal and professional fees, fixing your house. Oh, by the way, the home office, if you rent, a portion of your rent is deductible. We went over mileage, office expense. Here's a pretty cool trick that we use for 100 years. When your kids go to school, and I had 3 kids in university, and they're buying their books and all that other stuff, put it on your business credit card. So it becomes a deduction. So you can now say that all that paper and everything, you deducted. You deducted. Okay. If you rent a warehouse, if you rent a used storage or something like that, that's a deduction. Your tolls, if you live in Florida. Mr. Andy, the comedy man. Now this is pretty cool, okay? I talked to Andy about 2 nights ago. Awesome comedian guy. You guys, you got to follow Andy Hartley. Andy, put a link where they can follow you, because he's a funny dude, guy. This guy is awesome. He's funny. Pretty cool guy to meet with. I talked to a couple people. Another person I talked to a couple of weeks back was Mario. What I would encourage everybody to do, what I would encourage you to do is, guys, anybody who you meet on these things, try to take it offline. Don't be a pest. Don't be a thing. Use the little... Let me go to my memes, man. I haven't used any memes today. Okay, let me get some of my memes. Where are Where are... Oh, I can't find that one now. Oh, well. Not unlucky. Anyways, at the top, if you're using a cell phone, you're following me on a regular phone. Okay, at the top of Facebook, there's the little cell phone button. Instant message people. I think I deleted it. Oh, well. I had some pretty funny memes. See? That was one of them. When I have my silly moments, I make memes. I had some real funny ones. Yeah, this was one for last week. Alright? So anyways, let me get back to where I was. See, I get sidetracked. Where is my paper? Okay. Obviously, uniforms, travel. You know, your traveling could be a deduction. By the way, anybody have any questions or comments? No problem, Andy. You know, that's what buddies are for, dude. You know, I'm out to be, you know, like I told you the other day, you have Uncle Grant. I'm Cousin Albert, Cousin Al. I'm going to go on stage and, you know, you're going to go and say, hey, Cousin Al. That's going to be my branding name. Okay? And that's pretty much all my stuff that I can think of today on the short version. I had some pretty cool memes. Let's see if I put this one. He was in this box. No, it wasn't in that box. Well, anyways, follow me on Instagram. Let me see if I find some of my Instagram memes. If everybody wants to have a good laugh, I'm going to have somebody laugh. I don't want these other people's stuff. I'll make a couple people laugh. Thanks, Cousin Al. No problem. Just I'm trying to figure out how to do... Guys, I'm horrible. Oh, let me go this way. I am horrible, and I got to get better at Instagram. Oh, here we are. Okay. Oh, I didn't put it here. Look. It has some pretty funny memes, like this one. Look what happens when I do my own bookkeeping. I'm looking for my real. Look.